Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome to my channel, and I want to wish you all a very, very happy new year. So, to those of you who are new to my channel, a very quick introduction. I am Bhairavi, I'm a visual development artist and illustrator, and this channel I started as a way to have a space to talk about all things art and just share with you all whatever I have learned over the past few years of doing art, and some tips and tricks I have learned. So, welcome and thank you for being here, and to all my subscribers, thank you for all your support. I'm so happy to have you all here. So, we are well into 2019, already a week in. It's been going well so far. 2018 ended on a very, very hectic note. December was super crazy for me. It was so busy, so hectic, trying to wrap up all the work before the holidays. And then the holidays came by and I had a great time over Christmas. I think the only day I actually got to do nothing was on New Year's Eve, till the evening. And then I spent a lot of time with my family, so it was just wonderful. It was nice to have a break. So, the painting that you are watching me do right now is actually a gift for my sister and my brother-in-law. And I gifted it to them over Christmas. They have been asking me to do a painting for them for a while, but I just never got around to it, and we couldn't come up with one painting that they wanted. But finally, I said, you know what, it's Christmas, and what better gift, right? They've been wanting this for a while, and I love to paint, so this was perfect. So what I'm using here is a canvas panel. I decided to use acrylics, and so when I moved from San Francisco to London, I did not get a chance to carry my easel. It was very heavy and it was kind of worn out, so I decided to just give it away. So what I did get for this one is a table easel which folds down flat, and it's super lightweight, so it's easy to carry and easy to store. Hopefully, I'll be able to carry it with me if we happen to move again. But so this was a very comfortable setup. I also used a disposable paper palette for this. I have my brushes from a while ago, so I had everything basically set up to do this painting. I have to be honest though, getting used to painting in acrylics was a little bit of a challenge. I haven't painted in acrylics for a very, very long time, and in fact not painted traditionally in such a long time. I guess I'm so used to painting digitally, all my studies and landscapes, etc., color picking, not really having to mix colors and all of that it took a while to get the hang of it and to get used to it. But it was just so nice to be back to painting traditionally. It's almost like muscle memory, you take a few strokes and you try a little bit here and there, and then you remember how to do it. It was a lot of fun. So as you can see, what I am doing here is, just basically I started with dividing the canvas. Sometimes I do that with rough lines, and sometimes I just kind of put in blocks of paint over it. This just helps me to get rid of the white canvas in the background, which is generally very daunting. So as soon as I have some paint on everywhere, it just gets easier to decide how the painting's gonna look, and you can take it forward. So this painting involved a lot of layering up. It all started with just some blocks of paint, and then I moved on to adding the trees, and then moved on to adding further details like the grass and the road, a little bit of the sky, etc. Since I haven't used acrylics for a while, I had forgotten how quickly they dry. Like, obviously I know acrylics dry up if you put them out in the palette and leave them out like that, but it was just so quick. And because I'm used to, the last few paintings that I've done have been in oil, I'm so used to kind of just leaving my paints there for a while and then coming back to it, that the first time I just left my paints there, I was like, oh no, I forgot that it's gonna all dry out. So the first round of the paints I got on my palette, I kind of ended up wasting quite a bit of it, but you learn as you go. It was also very nice to be back to mixing colors, to finding the right value, to finding the right color and the right shade. Because I've been so used to painting digitally, I'd kind of forgotten, the mixing part of colors. You just go to your color wheel in Photoshop or Procreate, wherever you paint, and you just pick a color from the wheel, right? And here it's like physically mixing the colors, and it was really nice to be back to doing that again. And God, did I miss having the luxuries of selection tool and then moving things as you like, or just being able to do undo and not wanting that little patch of color there. But the good thing about painting is that once it's dried, you can kind of go back in and shift things as you like, or change up the colors as you'd wish. So, but yeah, all in all, it was really, really nice to be back to doing this painting. I did this painting right before the holidays, and it got me thinking of what my goals are going to be for 2019. So this year is kind of a mix, right? So I don't, every year I have goals and resolutions and whatnot, and I generally get through them throughout the year. But this year I don't know, except for, having specific time set to do some traditional painting, I don't really have any specific art goals this year. It's just this year I just want to take it as it comes, one day at a time, see what the year has to offer me. Obviously I'm going to be painting and drawing a lot. It's just a part of who I am, so I'm not worried about not doing it, and work generally keeps me up to painting and drawing all the time. But since I am not professionally a traditional painter, I don't get to do that quite a bit. So it's not a goal per se, but I'm just hoping to keep some time aside, to do small paintings maybe. It doesn't have to be anything large, but even if it's like a day every month or so, or every other month. But I want to keep up with traditional painting. It just reminded me of how relaxing it is to actually paint. It wasn't stressful at all. It was nice kind of going through the whole process of getting the reference and then figuring out how I'm going to simplify the painting, what colors I'm going to pick, just figuring out and working with this new medium. It was really nice. So this painting kind of gave me a goal, but not necessarily a very strict goal. I'm just hoping to have some more time this year to do some traditional paintings. So let's see how that goes. It's a very new territory for me to not really have very specific set goals. So doing this painting kind of reminded me of what I want to do more of in terms of my art during the year. Last year I had very, very specific art goals. This year is a little different. This year I'm also stepping into a lot of new territory, and I'm not exactly sure how all of that is going to pan out. So this year is just going to be about taking one step at a time, seeing how everything is panning out, and just having like a wider umbrella of goals. Like I said, I wanted to do more of some traditional painting, so that is one of them. And on a personal side, last year I decided I wanted to meditate more regularly, and I did pick that up as a habit, and I love it. So that is something I'm hoping to continue. So yeah, that's what my 2019 is going to look like. A lot of new stuff coming my way, unexplored territory, and taking it one day at a time. How are you guys doing with your New Year goals? Do you guys have any? Have you set up any specific art goals? I would love to know, so let me know in the comments below. I did gift this to my sister and my brother-in-law for Christmas, like I said in the beginning, and they loved it. It's all framed up and put up in their living room, and it looks really great. So I decided to go and get a frame that would fit well, obviously, with the painting, and also I know the general look of their house, so I know what would look good. So I picked a frame accordingly, and yeah, it all worked out really well, so I'm excited. I love working with palette knives. They just add such fun texture and they give you also a lot of precision. It is a little difficult to use palette knife on canvas panels versus boxed canvas. It's just more easier to use it on those. But nevertheless, it still gives a lot of interesting texture, and you can play around with so many different kinds of shapes and lines, and it just brings out a lot of interesting result. Giving the final finishing touches to a painting is the most exciting, because it's the nitty-gritties, and then it's the little push of contrast that you're trying to give, just a little few details here and there. That's always my favorite part of doing a painting. So that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching me do the painting, and I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve and you're having a great start to the new year. I again want to thank you all for all the support to my channel. If you like the content of my channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and also share this with your friends if you think they'd find it useful. And that's it. I will see you all back here very soon. Have a great week and happy painting. Bye.